Hi, it's Charlotte, welcome back to my channel. So for today's video is a little bit of a weird video. I feel like this was just a random video idea in my head, which was kind of to do my favourite beauty brands and like my top picks, or like what I think of all the products. I essentially went through my makeup and I mean it was pretty easy to see which brands were my favourites. Just to talk through those products with you in case you are maybe thinking of buying some of these products or curious about the brand. Yeah, originally I was gonna try and think of a top 5 brands, but realistically I think it's a top 4. Top 4 that I would like recommend. So if you would like to see that, then please carry on watching. Yeah, the reason it's a top 4 is because I feel like there are 4 standout brands in my collection that I almost buy everything from the brand, if that makes sense. Like I buy, if they got a new launch, I usually go and get it. If someone raves up the product, I usually just buy it straight away. Brands that I kind of really trust. So let's get started, and I'm gonna have to kickstart with, if you've been watching my channel from the beginning, the obvious one, and number 1 has got to be Charlotte Tilbury. Miss Charlotte Tilbury. I have done a video testing Charlotte Tilbury makeup on my channel, and that was kind of me discovering the brand for the first time, and I just haven't stopped. So let's start off with Charlotte Tilbury. I really don't know how to do this. I was going to do top picks, but I don't know how I'm going to do that, so I might just talk through the products with you. First, we have the Hollywood Flawless Filter. This is a holy grail, honestly. I have this in the shade 3, and I could probably get a shade 2. I feel like that would work for me as well, but I do like how it's quite a nice bronzy shade. Hopefully, can you see that shade here? And it kind of just, it blends in super seamlessly, and I don't even know if you can see that on the back of my hand, but it just gives a lovely glow. And like you could see, it was a little bit orangey, but it blends in, believe me, and looks beautiful. This is probably, if you like glowy skin, you need this. And then I've got the Beautiful Skin Foundation. I have had the Magic Foundation before, but it's just really not my everyday cup of tea anymore. That was a really nice foundation. In fact, I used up the whole bottle. And back when I used to like a bit more coverage, that was a really nice foundation, so I do actually recommend that. And I haven't tried the airbrush foundation, simply because I see how full coverage is, and that's just not me. This is more like a tinted moisturiser. It doesn't say that, but it's like a buildable tinted moisturiser. I've got this in the shade 4. Again, I'll show you. So can you see it there? And it is just like a tinted moisturiser and just blends in super seamlessly, and I feel like just all her products do that. But yeah, I don't even know if you can see that on the back of the hand, but it is so moisturising and just lovely for everyday use. I love this, and I'm a tinted moisturiser queen. We then have the Beauty Light ones. I was so happy to discover these and to get my hands on them because apparently they're just impossible to get a hold of nowadays. So I've got the highlighters in Pillow Talk and Spotlight. Spotlight is definitely like more like your kind of champagne, whereas like Pillow Talk is a bit more on the pinky side, so I definitely get more use out of Spotlight. And then we've got the contour wand in Fair, and then the blush wand in Pinkgasm. I love all of these so much. Pinkgasm is probably my absolute favourite, and this is the first one that I had, I believe. But yeah, highly recommend those, especially Pinkgasm. You need that blush in your life. Oh my god, I missed out powder. I do have the airbrush powder from Charlotte Tilbury, which again I love, especially if I want a pressed powder. This is one of my absolute favourites. And I realised I didn't even swatch these for you. I obviously don't need to, but I really should have thought to bring a makeup wipe with me to do this video. This is how bad I am at doing swatches. We've got Pinkgasm, the contour wand, Pillow Talk, and then Spotlight at the bottom. I do have a reel of all these swatches on my Instagram because they aren't the best, but there we go. I then also have the pressed powder blush in Pillow Talk, which, I mean, do you know what? I haven't even thought about swatching this next to my cream one. I haven't thought about doing that. And that's the pressed powder Pillow Talk next to Pinkgasm. As you can see, they are quite different, but yeah, I think I prefer the Pinkgasm, but the pressed powders are really lovely and glowy as well. We then have the Film Star Bronze and Glow. This is one of the first products that I bought from Charlotte Tilbury, and it's not one of my most used. I do really like it, it's just not one of my most used, sadly. So you get the highlighter and the contour, and like I say, I mean, I use it, I just don't use it as much as I probably should. I'm just so into my cream products nowadays, I think. and that's the issue. There we go, we got the highlighter and the bronzer down here. I'm so sorry. I'm actually gonna have to get a makeup wipe because this cannot continue. And then we have my large Charlotte Tilbury lipstick collection. I'm not going to swatch these for you because I've actually filmed a reel of swatches for these. I haven't actually posted it yet, but probably by the time I upload this video, I will have posted it. And they are my favourite lipstick formula, hands down. Like, it's really hard for me to buy lipstick from another brand now because I just love the Charlotte Tilbury ones so much. Yeah, every shade of pinky nude I can possibly get from the brand, I will. Oh my god, we down to the last product. Right, so we have the Pillow Talk Push-Up Lash Mascara, which I love. The wand kind of looks like this. It's a very odd shape, but I do like it's kind of the sides. You can kind of comb through your lashes, which I really like. I don't wear this every single day because I love trying new mascaras, but I do really like this one. Right, that is Charlotte Tilbury over and done with. I need to get a makeup wipe. Right, so the next brand is going to be Rare Beauty, and this is a fairly new brand and it's very quickly become one of my favourites. Can't wait to start talking about the products, basically. The first one is the Rare Beauty, what's this called? Illuminating Primer. I got the mini size in my first order and then I actually loved it so much that I bought the big one, which I haven't used yet because I'm still using the miniature one, but it essentially does what it says. It is a super glowy primer. You can see it there. Like, look how beautiful. Can you see that on the back of the hand? It is just so glossy, gives the most beautiful pearlescent sheen, and it's super moisturising as well, so I absolutely love that. If you've got like normal to dry skin, I'd say you probably really like this. I don't know if she does one for matte, I don't know, but she probably does. By the way, I really want to try the tinted moisturiser. I haven't yet. Very borderline want to order it. But we then have the loose setting powder, which is, I think it's called, I mean it's not, I swear it was called the Radiant Setting Powder. There was a reason that I bought this, and it's because it's not super mattifying. I love a powder that is still going to keep the radiance under your eyes and not just look really cakey, essentially. So I don't want to say it's a glowy setting powder, but it's not matte either. It kind of is like a satin finish, if you will, so I love that. Oh, I can't actually find it. There's actually a lip oil. I want to say it's one of the lip oils. It's in one of my handbags somewhere. They are so nice. I would show it here if I could. And I got it in nearly apricot, I believe, and it is gorgeous and so creamy, not at all sticky. And I also got the lip balm in the shade Honor, and again, this is also one of like my favourite lip balms. Really nice. Just for every day, not too much to say about it, but it's just a really nice lip balm. Then I have the bronzer. So this isn't my absolute favourite product from Rare Beauty, don't get me wrong. This is in the shade Power Boost, but it is a really nice cream bronzer. And I need to use it more if I'm going to be honest. I feel like I haven't used it enough times for it to become like a holy grail or anything, but it is a really nice shade and really blendable. Nothing bad to say about it, so that's really nice. Then I've got my two liquid blushes. I did do a review on my channel of the melting blushes, which I have sadly passed on because I liked them, but I didn't love them. And I don't really like having makeup sitting around that I don't love because I just don't have the space for that. Yeah, there's just no point having makeup sitting around that I'm not using. So these are the shades Hope and Happy, and these are beaut. Like, oh, that is a bad swatch. Honestly, it's funny because I really didn't think I would like these, and then I turned out to love them, and I need more shades. So that is Hope at the top and then Happy on the bottom, and they are beaut. I'm obsessed with these. They are honestly my probably current favourite blush. And then we have the Rare Beauty mascara. Ending on a mascara yet again. This is my current everyday mascara. A very different one to the Charlotte Tilbury one. Definitely gives you, actually I was going to say plumpier lash, but actually the Charlotte Tilbury one can do that too. The thing is, I'm either someone who wants black, super thick, clumpy lashes, not clumpy, but you know what I mean. Or I'm someone who wants the most natural lashes, like I'm one or the other. And this one, the Charlotte Tilbury one, do give really like thick black lashes, borderline clumpy, but you know, just about okay, but they do give a lot of length and volume, so I love them for that reason. Right, so we are now on to the next brand, which is going to be Glossier, and surprisingly I've only ever done one order from Glossier, and I think that's kind of because they do their kind of bundles on their website. To me it doesn't really make sense to just buy one thing, so ever since I did my first order I kind of know if I do another one I'm gonna end up spending quite a lot of money. Anyway, we have the Glossier Skin Tint. I love this. I feel like this isn't a lot of people's favourites because it doesn't do all that much. It essentially evens out your skin tone, and that's essentially it. It doesn't really give you any coverage. That's what I like. So yeah, I really get along with this. Yeah, this is in the shade G11. I mean, I can show you. It's very liquidy though. I don't know if you're going to be able to see that. There we go, it's down there. It's just blended into nothing. I do have a whole reviewing Glossier on my channel, so it'll probably be easier to see there, but it does essentially blend into nothing. And then we have the Stretch Concealer in G12, the fairest shade. I love this little pot concealer. This is honestly my favourite concealer for days where I'm not really doing makeup, like no makeup days. It's quite an oily concealer. I don't know why I'm showing you like that. It's looking very pink toned on my arm. It looks fine under my eyes, honestly. But yeah, it is quite an oily, greasy concealer, but I think that's kind of what makes it look so natural and radiant under the eyes and makes it a really nice, like, no makeup concealer. I don't find that it creases or clings to dry patches or anything, and it wears fine throughout the day. Sometimes I don't even set it, just because I think it looks quite pretty. Brow-wise, Glossier used to be my favourite brand for brows. That's not really the case anymore. I used to use the brow gel, and I had it in the shade brown, but I much prefer using a lighter shade on my brows now, so I don't actually have that anymore. But it is a really nice brow gel. I also have the Brow Flick in the shade Blonde, and a little bit mixed opinions on this because I'm not too sure. I think it's nice for when I've just had my brows done, but I find it a little bit hard to work with when my brows are quite grown out, if that makes any sense. But I mean, I find it a little bit hard to work with, but I do still use it sometimes. We then have the Cloud Paints. Probably the most iconic product from Glossier. Let's be honest, that's the reason I ordered from them in the first place. And I have the shades Dusk and Beam. You know what, I will show you. Swatched all the other blushes, so I mean it doesn't really make sense to... There we go, that is Beam and Dusk below. Again, just beautiful. I just love cream blush at the moment, and I feel like those ones just, again, blend so easily. And beautiful colours as well. Right, we are sadly on to the final brand, sad times, which is Refy Beauty. The first products I ever discovered from them were their brow products, of course, which is the Refy Brow Pencil and Brow Sculpt. They have become my holy grail brow products. I don't know what to tell you. These are like my third or fourth of each. The brow pencil, I just find it so fine. I really love the shade for this. I feel like I've got the shade. This is like the lighter shade, like Blonde, and I just think it's a really nice tone. I've tried other brow pencils and they're too orangey, too warm. I really like how cool toned her brow products are. And then we have the Sculpt, which is just amazing. I love this. I know that some people, this is very mixed opinions. I feel like some people don't like that it's like white, but I don't have that problem. I just comb through to get rid of it. I love it. I feel like I just haven't been able to find anything else. And then since then I've done 2 more orders. So when she launched her summer collection, I just couldn't. So we have the bronzer in Sand. Yeah, these are all cream products, which is the main reason I was drawn to them. So this is the shade Sand. I'll swatch it for you. There we go, that is the shade Sand. I love that it's not too orangey, it's not too warm toned. I think it's like the most perfect bronzer shade and a really nice formula for the summertime. And then we have the blush, which I find a little bit hard to open. This is the shade Malaya, which looks like so. I felt like this was the colour I was missing from my blush collection. So if I'm going to be honest, I want all the shades. So there we go, that is the blush, and I want all the shades, but I mean I was just trying to be good and get one of each. And then lastly we have the highlighter. Honestly, these 3 together look insane. I'm going to try and just squeeze like a little, she says. I'm just going to squeeze out a little bit. That was not a little bit. There we go, can you see that there? Hopefully. It's a beautiful like champagne-y gold liquid highlighter, but yeah, It's a little bit more, I feel like specifically that highlighter looks really nice with the bronzer because it's more like a goldy highlight. But yeah, all those products look so creamy and radiant in the summer, like in the sun. They just look so good. And then lastly, I have the Refined Lip Gloss, which is beautiful. I was almost going to swatch it, and then I was like, what am I going to swatch? A clear gloss. I really love this. It's not sticky at all. It's just super creamy. I couldn't ask for anything more from a clear gloss, and it's just really easy packaging to take with you. So yeah, so there we go. Those are my 4 makeup brands, which just kind of holy grail makeup brands. When they bring out a product, I just trust the brand enough from the amount of products I love from them that I'm probably going to like the product. I find it difficult to not like a product from these brands. So yeah, I really hope you enjoyed this style of video. Please let me know if you enjoyed it in the comments down below. If you did, then don't forget to give it a big thumbs up and to hit the subscribe button if you're not already subscribed. And I will see you in my next video. Bye!